Next. One would say that would be an awfully difficult performance to follow, unless you were kids, which is exactly what's going to happen. For 6 years, we've been working with a fellow by the name of Tom Tate, actually, who is an organizer in the 4-H clubs of America. He came to us with an idea. Don't you think 4-H kids could work with GIS? And 6 years later, Tom has organized hundreds of clubs, 4-H clubs. There's actually tens of thousands of them, but hundreds of them so far have been actively using GIS to make a difference in their communities. And this morning we're going to listen to some kids, wonderful ones, who've been active in this program and give you a little flavor for what 4-H is like and also a little bit about what GIS and community action is like. So joining me is Emma Long. She's going to give a little bit of a presentation. Emma, where are you? Please welcome Emma. She's from New York. Emma. Sorry.
Good afternoon. My name is Emmeline Long, and I'm from Genesee County, outside of Buffalo, New York. And I'm proud to be here today as one of 2 4-H delegates from my state here at this conference. Many of you are probably wondering, what exactly is 4-H? And still others of you who may have heard of 4-H are wondering what kids who learn about cows, plows, and sows are here doing at a GIS conference. 4-H began over 100 years ago as a way to promote agricultural education in youth. Up until the mid-1980s, it continued to support agriculture. Today, not only does it support agricultural education, but also community service, like these girls fixing up a local park in Hawaii, and technology, such as GPS and GIS work in education, like these kids in Oregon and New York. Today, it is a myth that all 4-H kids live on farms. In fact, only 10% of 4-H kids live on farms. But even though 4-H has branched out from its original focus, it continues to maintain many of its traditional values, especially the goal of making youth better citizens of today and better leaders of tomorrow. The 4-leaf clover is probably one of the most recognizable symbols of good luck. An H in each leaf represents head, heart, hands, and health. Head stands for clear thinking and decision making, and the ability, or such as the ability, to analyze a historical farm map of my county. Heart stands for greater loyalty, strong personal values, positive self-esteem, and concern for others. This young girl is making a worry doll to be sent overseas to American servicemen. Hands stand for larger service, useful skills, and workforce preparedness from everything from woodworking to the latest technology. Health promotes better living and healthy lifestyles. These 4-Hers are learning about the food pyramid. 4-H is a community of young people across America working together to learn leadership, citizenship, and life skills. Adults and youth are working together to accomplish this. 4-H isn't just about the 7 million youth who are members, but also the 600,000 volunteers who help to make it possible. Side by side, we are working together to become better citizens, and technology such as GPS and GIS are helping to assist with that. The activities of 4-H members not only benefit their clubs, but also their communities, the country, and the world. This map shows the roughly 300 clubs across the United States that are currently working on GIS-related projects. Fellow 4-H members, John Trammell and Billy Swift, are here to tell you about some of those specific projects. John?
Thank you, Emma, and good afternoon, everybody. My name is John Trammell from San Bernardino County, California, and it is an honor representing myself here at this conference. 4-H has come a long way these past 3 years in GIS technology, and I'm going to be sharing with you a collection of many projects from all over the U.S. It all began in St. Louis, Missouri with a project that I was directly involved with. Forest Park is the largest city park in the United States. In 2004, the park was preparing for the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark exploration, but the trails and roads were in disrepair, which made it hard for visitors to navigate through the park. 400 4-H youth and adult leaders from all over the country, as a community service project, mapped all the signs, benches, roads, and other features of the park that needed repair. The map was presented to the Forest Park Managers Service, where they will use the data to make their park more accessible for future generations. Youth at the San Carlos Reservation decided to map out the 2005 wildfires of Tonto National Forest in Arizona. The map was presented to the Tribal Fire Wise Coordinator and used to educate the local people how damaging a wildfire can be to a natural habitat and how citizens can protect their home and property from fire. Invasive weeds are a problem in every community. The U.S. Club in St. George volunteered their time to map out the invasive weeds of Snow Canyon State Park. The map is being used by park officials to monitor and manage invasive weeds. Billy?
Thank you, John. I'm Billy Swift from Livingston County in western New York. Mahaska County had many conservation areas being managed by the county. The county had a map available to the public, but it was outdated. Local 4-H Club noticed this and worked with county conservationists to update the newly acquired land acreage. This new map was incorporated into a handout that will be available to the public. As an ongoing project, the 4-H Club plans to keep the map updated. These 4-Hers from Oregon used ArcPad to collect data of all the bird boxes in the Jackson Bottom Wetlands Preserve. This data will help managers keep track of the bird boxes and find areas to plant new ones. This club also created a tree inventory in the city of Hillsborough. This data is helping the city maintain the trees and decide the best places to plant new trees. This project helped the city in earning a tree management grant. 4-H clubs focus on learning healthy lifestyles. This 4-H club in Vermont used GIS in their healthy lifestyle project to collect data of all the places where they could be more active. They then produced a map. The youth presented it to the city with a recommended location for a new park. As a result, the city is now building a new park in the proposed location. Enjoying the great outdoors is a great part in the lifestyle in Maine. 4-Hers from across the state came together at a youth camp for 1 week and mapped out locations for a new parking lot, new cabin, and new boat dock. In this beautiful area, wildfires were a great concern. 4-Hers learned about the fires and produced presentations for public display. Because of Hurricane Katrina, 4-H members of Glenn County realized many people didn't know how to get out of the county in an emergency. Members created a map of pickup zones and presented evacuation routes to educate the community. 4-Hers were also dealing with a day-to-day issue. As they walked the local beach, they noticed only half of the beach had trash cans. On the other half of the beach, where there were no trash cans, there was a lot of pet waste. They made a map and they presented it to the public, and now there are trash cans instead of pet waste. And back to John.
Operation Military Kids provides the 4-H experience to U.S. military families all across the world. In Fort Jackson, they mapped fire hydrants relative to water lines, flagging the ones that weren't connected. In Fort Knox, they identified hazards along walking paths and sidewalks. As a result, the town allocated funds to improve the walkways for everyone. Crime is a big problem in every community. In West Virginia, the members of this 4-H club felt there seemed to be a higher concentration of crimes near their schools. They mapped out their middle schools, then plotted and analyzed the crime data. The students presented this information to the city, and as a result, police patrols were changed. Now the areas around the school are safer, thanks to 4-H youth. I just turned 18, and I'm finishing my 12th year in 4-H. And as I start college this next week, I look forward to becoming a 4-H adult leader. I can now focus on helping young 4-H members learning leadership, citizenship, life skills, and GIS technology. Some of these young 4-Hers are already doing some very impressive projects. And we have 3 sisters from Denton County, Texas, to share their story. We have Shelby, Lauren, and Caitlin Kilpatrick.
Thank you, John. Hi, I'm Shelby. This was the first year Denton County hit a GIS team. It came about as an enhancement of our WEP, Wildlife Habitat Evaluation Program team. We really enjoy nature and all it has to offer. We want to learn as much as we want to learn as much about our environment and be stewards for the future, taking care of all the life that surrounds us.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. Working with the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, our project was to map the Lake Ray Roberts hiking, biking, and equestrian trail in the Greenbelt corridor. This would create a user-friendly map for visitors with many interests to enjoy the trail.
Hi, I'm Lauren. We begin our map making by hiking the 11-mile trail and taking waypoints with our GPS units. It took 2 trips to get in all 11 miles. We took points at signs, scenic overlooks, fishing spots, bridges, train crossings, native trees, and other things we thought were interesting. Along the way, we studied Texas insects, flora, and local wildlife. We saw many armadillo along the way and figured out that they are faster than what we thought, as we could not catch one.
All of the shape files were given to us on CD by the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. Using ArcMap 9.1, we downloaded our waypoints and inserted our digital pictures. We had over 150 points along the trail. Impressive, but not user-friendly. Because the points overlapped each other, as a group, we decided which points to keep and which to remove, cleaning up our map.
We grouped points together, scenic overlooks, benches, and birdhouses, and symbolizing them. We also symbolized the data, showing where the restrooms, drinking water, a historic tree, a train crossing, a benchmark, a red antbed, and bridges on the path. All good information for any guest on the trail. We picked our north arrow and scale bar, then created a legend using the ArcMap symbols.
We researched native wildlife and plants and included that information on our map, as well as some pictures. Our finished version used both our passion for wildlife and nature and this technology to share this trail with people who like to ride horses, birdwatch, fish, or simply enjoy nature. You will be able to view this map on one of the 3 kiosks at the park.
We would like to thank Mr. Raul Solis of the Texas Parks and Wildlife for helping us with this project. We learned a lot and are looking forward to learning more from other GIS users in our county. And now I'd like to give it back to Emma.
Thank you, girls. As 4-H members, we are committed to making our clubs, communities, country, and world a better place to live. With today's technology, we are able to accomplish this in ways we never dreamed possible 10, even 5 years ago. 4-H really is more than you could ever imagine. There are over 55,000 4-H clubs across the United States. The map on the left shows, again, that there are 300 of these 55,000 clubs currently using GIS in their projects. The map on the right shows organizations worldwide that are in cooperation with 4-H. 4-H is the partnership between youth members and adult volunteers. It is also the partnership between members and community organizations. We would like to see the amount of clubs using GIS increase, and the only way to do that is to get more adult mentors who are willing to teach and work with the youth. We challenge all of you to go back to your communities and get involved supporting 4-H and other youth-serving organizations so that we can increase the number of youth worldwide using GIS technology. Thank you.
great. You guys were great. Especially you, Shelby. Thank you. It's Emma's birthday tomorrow. She'll be 16. Amazing. So, I don't know. Why did you get into this?
You can use GIS for anything.
I didn't prompt her on this.
Essential for everything, and so, since we were doing the WEP program, we thought that we might be able to use GIS, and so we just jumped right in, and we've had a lot of fun doing that, I think, and I want to do it again, I think, yeah.
Roger, does this answer your question? Yeah. I think we need to consciously, mindfully think about the future. We need to grow kids like this. We need to invest in our social institutions. They can make a difference. Emma's going to take my place, I'm sure. Don't you think she's capable? No question about it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You bet.
Wait,
Thanks.
Jack, wait. 4-H as a whole would like to thank you for your support over the years. So we'd like to present you with one of our famous blue shirts.
I'm going to put it on right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm proud of this one.
Here's our card.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. This is her name card. How did I know this was coming? Oh, this is really good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Again, really my great pleasure to have you here. Thank you for sharing your work. Keep it up. It's good. It's good. Okay. Wow.